Alhamdulillah, just about the hot dogs. I had a friend who came from Persia, and he arrived in London and he was going to study there, and so an Englishman picked him up, part of the university, and he told him he was hungry. So he said, "Oh, you have to come, I know this place that has the best hot dogs." And he said, "My dear friend, in my country we neither eat dogs hot nor cold." Now, had that Englishman taken the advice, he wouldn't be susceptible to what they now call mad cow's disease. Although we didn't need any scientific studies to prove about the madness of the beef eaters. But that's one of the nice things about difference of opinion. If you tend to follow the more strict one, you rarely get in trouble. So about eating beef in this culture, for me it's not an issue of halal or haram. It's really an issue of tayyib or khabith, which is pure and impure. Because if you notice in the Quran, when Allah mentions halal, He always says halalun tayyiba. That follows halal, which means halal, not just halal permissible, but tayyib, which means pure. And one of the Quranic injunctions is to look for azka ta'ama in Surah Al-Kahf, the purest of food. So what you build your cells with in your bodies is based on the food. In fact, there's a 20th century naturopath in the United States that coined the term "you are what you eat." But in fact, if you look, Ibn Qayyim al-Jawziyah, rahimahullah, actually said one of the reasons that it is prohibited to eat the muftarisat, meaning those animals that what do they call them? Carnivorous animals, but muftaris is more than carnivorous. It means like something that really attack other animals, the hunter animals. And he said the reason is because you don't want to take on the qualities of that animal. And so he had an understanding that, that what you eat, that's why the Muslims traditionally ate lamb, because they're gentle creatures, they're humble. And the Prophet, this is a fact, the Prophet ﷺ said the people who have camels tend to be arrogant people. That's true, it's in a hadith, sound hadith. They tend to be arrogant people, and the people that have lamb tend to be gentle people. And this is lamb and goats. The early, all of the prophets have looked after lamb and goat because it teaches that gentle quality and characteristic. What doesn't mean wish-washy, right? Gentleness is not wish-washy. In other words, there's a time for jidd and harshness. When the wolf comes, the shepherd doesn't act like a sheep. Right? He acts like a wolf and devours the wolf before the wolf devours him or his flock. So there's a time for both, but the dominant characteristic of the Prophet ﷺ is rahmah, not adab, although he also has a quality that is yid, or that seriousness that necessitates at times severity.